Hey, tribe members and potential tribe members. Before we get into some guidance or whatever we're guided to do here, I want to say a few things. I feel guided to say these things. We're a community here, guys. We're a tribe. And we're built on being true to self as well as spirit. And a part of the simplicity that needs to be applied to this channel, to this community, is really the embodiment of that effortless energy. And I feel like I've been creating so much resistance, with these lists and trying to get, it's like in trying to get structure from a worldly perspective, I've been guiding myself away from what really needs to be the main focus of this community. And it's like at the end of the day, what's more genuine than, spontaneity? What's more genuine than doing what I genuinely feel guided to do in that present moment? Rather than trying to create lists, okay, this is what I need to do weekly, daily, so on and so forth. The divine has been like, okay, you can do all that shit, but that's not what you're truly passionate for. And the minute you start creating lists and shit, you get distracted with what you feel needs to be done for your tribe. And the reality is, what needs to be done for your tribe is simply allowing divine guidance to come through. You see what I'm saying? It's not about this being some one-stop shop for people to, know the potential of what's to come in the future. As we say often here, we don't focus on, we don't focus more on future shit because we have to create our future in our present moment. So I'm realizing, like, in trying to plan all this future structure, okay, start on this day, therefore it's the beginning of this and it should flow, that's some bullshit. You know what I mean? All that is still some worldly perspective ass shit. And at the end of the day, what we're going to do here is really be in the flow. Choose to really be in the genuine way. And I really feel like I want to tell y'all, if y'all have not hit that notification bell, you really should do so, because you never really know what's going to come through here. We are really divinely led, and I know that my tribe members, my true tribe members, are really tapped in. So I know you guys are going to understand. So I will say that, if let's say I do a reading and it's come through strong for Aries. So I say this is an Aries video, right? What I'm saying is this video is strongly powered by the Aries energy. It may be important for you to look into your chart, and guys, I will always have the link to access your birth chart in the description box, always. But it may be more suggestive of tapping into Aries energy, communicating or communing with Aries energies in your life, looking into your chart and seeing how to best utilize the Aries energy in your chart. This is an example. You see what I'm saying? So we're going to take what the divine gives us and not think from our need to be so structured physical mindset. All right, so that was for my tribe members, and I probably will put a thumbnail. Wait, that's not what it's called. I probably will pin a timestamp for people, who don't care. But, alright. Let's get into the energies here and see what we're doing today. And you guys, I think we're going to start opening our readings with the singing bowl to kind of let the divine really know and to tune in. Let them really know we ready to begin. Let's begin and see what we get through the energy today, guys. I love y'all. Oh, I just love that. You guys, I have been going through purging, downloads, upgrades. That singing bowl shit, it just came to me one day. I was just like, I was kicking it with my pops and everything, and it was like, I did it for him. Next thing I know, I was just a professional. Like, oh, shit. Okay. My pops say, all right, stop. It's getting scary. Because I let him try it. And he seemed like it wasn't that easy. But then that shit just came to me. Two of Wands. I'm hearing final initiation stage. Wheel of Fortune. Final initiation stage. What does my tribe need to know? Why have we been gathered to watch this video today? To create this video? To share our vibration? What is the entail to be gathered today? I'm strongly here to tell you guys, accept this with an open heart, open mind as it is intended. Again, there's a reason why genuine is in the name of the channel. I am genuinely sharing and connecting my energy with you, connecting with the divine. And I truly have the intentions on bringing forth the best guidance for all those who it is intended for. I do feel that not only as individuals we hear these messages, but I do feel that in spirit hears the messages as well. I feel like we all have the opportunity and the potential to not only help ourselves, not only help others in the physical space, but to help spirit. I feel this energy where the divine wants to remind us that we also walk among spiritual beings every day, what we call ghosts. There's a lot of souls in this world who were not ready for departure, who simply still need guidance. And this is also one of the reasons why we have physical mediums and psychics and people who have chosen to develop their abilities on a soulful level. We are all teachers. We are all students. We all serve a purpose. And oftentimes we fear things that we are simply being guided towards. Just the same as when I started doing tarot. I started with angel oracle cards, like many people, because I was still breaking the mold. And this is what we're doing here in evolving our consciousness. We're not only evolving it to better our experience, but to continue to help guide souls to a better future, a better way. We are all way showers as we have way showers. It's a reason. It's almost like this chain, just the same as we are all connected. Okay, it's this energy where please acknowledge these spiritual beings around you as they are playing many different significant roles. You know, acknowledge. And oftentimes I feel like We go throughout our life without simply speaking love into ourselves and our environment. We wait for a reason to express love and gratitude rather than simply living in that, simply embodying love and gratitude. You know, waking up, I love, and I send love and I receive love. It doesn't have to go to a specific. It just simply sending it out makes you more receptive to it. Wake up and just express to yourself and your higher self, your environment, that I am love. I give and receive love. And all that comes to me of a lower vibration is coming to me to be transmuted because I am powerful enough and masterful enough to do that for that noun. As I say, all things that have life has consciousness. It has a soul. It simply may have or may not have a vessel at this time. The moon. Psychic abilities are enhanced. It's this energy of being able to connect with your spiritual sense of self, although you are present in this physical vessel. It's the embodiment of divinity. It's the embodiment of transparency. It's this energy here where it's like, it's the sides that are mundane and the sides that are exciting. It's the sides that have you alert and the sides that have you at ease, you know? It's the differences we have here. But being true to self, you know? Being authentic, being genuine, being pure, being receptive. This is who I am unapologetically. And I will use my abilities to connect with things within and external to me. It's essentially this energy where you're no longer fearing your divinity. You may judge me, and that is fine. But your judgments, it's this energy where it's like others' judgments is a part of their story. They're writing it in their book as it is in their mind, as it is out of their mouth or their actions. That's going in their book, not yours. You've got to differentiate what you're going to write in your story. Just because someone played a role in your experience does not mean it has to be written in your book. It just means that it is something to reflect upon and to further tap you in. Some things trigger you for a reason beyond that moment or that specific triggering. Sometimes you have to peel the layer off to see what it really is, whether or not that's within self or things external to you. Why? Because, you know, it's your job to learn how to connect internally and externally. It's not the job of your environment to do that. You know what I mean? What's looking at me? The Four of Wands. Vibrationally sound, vibrationally stable. Surrounded and filled with things that uplift you and protect you and give you shelter. Nourishment. What else is there to know here? And I'm hearing to tell you guys that every specific card may not resonate with you, but take only what resonates with you, you know, obviously. Yes, okay. Four of Cups. I feel this energy of finally recognizing that what's actually greater than is what's more or less beyond you. Do you possess the capability to love? Do you possess the capacity to love and give love, you know? Yes, you do. But does that mean you have fully identified all of the ways that you are capable of loving, of creating, of recognizing? It's bringing me to gratitude. This energy of I'm not focused on what I already have. I'm grateful for it, but I'm always receptive to what the divine has for me next. It's this energy of being in full understanding that what is beyond me is yielding to my current needs and more, and also, not only my current needs but my current desires. We've talked about before where your desires are simply your knowing for what you already possess, in the physical, in the spiritual space. As we know, all things exist in the spiritual first. So it's this energy of your knowing what you already possess in the physical, in the spiritual space. Almost deciding whether or not you want to pull it down and manifest it into your physical space. We have the moon and 2 cups here. I feel like you're being presented with your many options here, spiritually first, and the divine is telling you to take your pick, but choose wisely. Queen of Cups also speaks about, psychic abilities, intuition. It's that, as I often say, the heart is the bridge between higher self and lower self. And oftentimes we have to meet at the bridge in order to make decisions, because we can't be too logical. We can't be too, I want to say spiritual, but that's more so in terms of like fantasizing. 4 of Cups, right? Coming back to the bridge, the heart chakra is what puts you in the best position to make the best decisions. Because ultimately, when you grab one more cup from the divine, another opportunity, when you choose to be divinely guided and accept another opportunity, some things must fade away. Some things must fade away so that the chariot is not too heavy to pull you and your success, right? Having the faith means having the courage to change and to be a complete new booty to something, but having the confidence to do it. The control emotionally, remember the bridge controlled. The determination and the detachment from the outcome, the results. Got a call. Having that full discernment, guys. Faith is what keeps the bridge strong. From the weight of the chariot that has to cross it. From the weight of the vessel that has to cross it. From the weight, when you compare your heart to that feather, are they equal? Are you lightening your load and releasing yourself of burdens, of doubt, of worry, of past experience, the energy of past partners? Especially if you've been intimate with them, King and Queen of Wands. Do you consciously release yourself of all past vibrations in order to truly be, I'm hearing specifically evolutionary, transformative? Do you seize your moment in the moment and have no regrets for the future outcome because you feel as if no matter what I can see beyond my perspective, right? Not resting only on my own understanding. Stepping beyond the perspective allows you to overcome it. Completion ends at 9. After 9, the numbers simply just repeat themselves, right? 10. After 9, they simply just repeat themselves. 10, 10. It's also repeating itself. Look up 10, 10 for some of you, but that tells you the only 2 solid standing numbers in that is 1. Which brings you to 11, a master number, a masterful self. After 9 is just repeating itself, or more so just aligning itself to a new future. 1 and 0. Magician and Fool. Fool. Ones relate to the magician, zeros relate to the fool. So now you've completely been made new, and you're able to release yourself of past hurts, past doubts, obsessive thinking, past patterns, an overbearing ego. You release yourself of all these things, and you're able to move forward as the true alchemist, one magician of your life. Someone who truly walks in faith, Fool, magician. We have faith right here, specifically with the Hierophant. King and Queen of Wands, King and Queen of Cups, someone who acts on their passions, their love for the many different things in their experience. And what we know is that your purpose in life is to simply fulfill your many missions, to be confident enough, to be brave enough, to be courageous enough, to be spontaneous enough, to be genuine enough, to be authentically tapped in on many different levels. We're multidimensional. We have many different energetic bodies. Although we may have one physical body, we have many different energetic bodies. We also have energetic energy points within us, which I've said before, I feel is the internal soul, the system of the soul that was created just as your body is created like a system. Your soul is the many chakras within this vessel. Okay. We go in there today. We go in there. Closing this out with these cards here. It's been a process. Look at that, the Sun. It's been a process. Knight of Pentacles. Look at that. Knight of Cups. Wow. Wow. It's really been a process, y'all. It's been a process. It's been beautiful. It's been crazy. Because I feel like, look at this, first of all. King and Queen shit up here. Then we go down to Knights. You know what I mean? King, 9. Listen, let's break this down. King and Queen. Listen, y'all. Oftentimes, we don't acknowledge the fact that it's like after a spiritual awakening, people get high and mighty. You know what I mean? Sometimes people become awakened and become lost at the same time. Listen. In this process, when you evolve, right? When you evolve, can y'all see my hands? No. Look, it's like this. When you evolve, right? That's reaching a certain point. But now, this is your new perspective. Because now you have more to learn. And it's steady doing this. So it's like King and Queen shit, back to Knight. Back to faith. Back to spontaneous actions. Back to acceptance. Back to co-creation. Back to divine self. It's almost like a recentering. Almost like a humbling situation. I'm hearing break every chain. When the chain is broken, it's almost this energy where the chain is broken and you think you're finally going to be free. But now it's almost this energy where it's like you've broken out of the doghouse, but now you've got to get out of the yard, right? So now you're back into this Knight energy. You got to be the horse. You got to be able to jump the fence, right? And although you may feel like, oh shit, another experience, I'm back humbled again, right? It's deeper than that. You weren't humbled to feel failure or hurt or pain or to have to feel these swords slide out of your back, right? The reason the divine didn't give you a sedative is because with pain it comes adrenaline, you know? A sedative makes you sleepy. Weary days ahead, right? But with feeling the pain, feeling the removal of this shit, you know, I'm seeing the tower in my mind's eye. When feeling the tower hit, right? You get adrenaline. Your spirit is renewed. Your life is renewed. All of these things working as one. Now you're ready. Now you're ready. That's 3 swords. Now you're ready to seize the opportunities in your life. Focused enough. Focused. Centered. Strong. Powerful. Ace of Wands. Magic Wands. Masterful enough to invest in your life. In your own creations. Manifestations. Alignment. Evolution. The ability, I'm seeing these little things here as the ability to take your initially perceived darker aspects of self or hardship, you know, incarnation, you know, with things that don't serve you, that you have to remove the attachment and bond to energetically, right? It's like in that experience, it taught you how to invest in yourself. Feel your own vibe and have discernment between your power and others' attempt of control, right? Attempt to conquer your power. Identifying with more higher vibrational soul connections here. Wands are the spiritual space. Wands are the spiritual space. Wands are your vibe, your creation, your alignment, your passion. This is your creator energy, right? Force, stability, structure, honor, I hear. This is you fully becoming, I really hear masterful, but more stable within your inner dwellings, protected by the light, connected to the divine, and outshining all of the darkness that that tries to creep in on your beauty. Look how beautiful it is out within, you know, divine grace, within connection to yourself. And look how dark and ugly it is outside of it. You're in divine grace. Recognize the true mastery and grab at all the opportunities. Ascension can be painful. Detaching from what no longer serves you can be painful. But patience tastes bitter. But the aftertaste is so sweet. The victory, the reclaiming and harmony of self, it's all so sweet. I love you guys. I'm hearing advice. Let's get an advice card here. You guys have come so far, and you've overcome a lot of shit. And although you may have to feel, although you may have to feel these knives sliding out of your back, although you may have to physically feel ascension, whether that shows up in the physical body as pains and aches and headaches and all that shit, or whether that shows up as detaching from any noun in your life, no matter what it is, it's all serving you. Be grateful. Have super gratitude. Because everything that you've called in and aligned with has been carried to the divine. And you will see it all manifest in your experience. You will see it. New horizons, stronger roots, closer connection, more independence, more power, more authenticity. I'm seeing this energy where as you grow, all will see and feel that expansion. I'm hearing a domino effect in your experience. Look at that. Boom! Lightning with the thunder. Okay. That's what it is. It's this energy where I'm hearing specifically, all was not for naught. So I guess some people say that, or you're familiar with that, or that, whatever, for some people. But it's this energy where don't stand at the door and think that you're not the key. Because you're about to walk through it. All this ability, all these upgrades and all this abilities over here, all this energy of propelling you toward succeeding in your many missions, overall fulfilling your life purpose, all of this shit is worth it. And you're going to be the change that you want to see. You're going to be the change that others need to see. Your life stands for something. And I'm hearing specifically that others will stand for you. But you have to stand for your life. I love you guys. And we might be back with some more readings or whatever, but I don't know yet. I love y'all. I love y'all, man.